Hello, this is Mr. Vaughn with video lesson chapter 2, lesson 8. So video lesson 2.8. The topic goes on the top of your notes is solving percent problems. Solving percent problems. It begins on page 155. If you want to take a look at 155 before we move on to 156, that would probably be a smart thing to do. I'm going to do something different on this video lesson. Page 156 shows you graphically how to solve this type of problem, and I'm not going to do that with you. I think it's kind of confusing. There's a much more straightforward way to look, but for those of you whose brain works well visually, you might read it and see if it makes a little bit more sense to you. We're going to go straight to page 157, and the title on your note would be, or this method of solving this type of problem is called the percent portion. So we worked with proportions before. It's like part and then whole, or a proportion, like a ratio kind of thing. So what are we talking about here? The last lesson talked about, solving for what a percent was. They would say 8% of the students got A's, and there are, 25 students. How many got A's? What they're going to do on this part is they are going to leave out this. They're going to say 8% of some number that you don't know is, and then they're going to give you the answer. So let's take a look at the example here and go through that. Get a little bit bigger. So 15 is 30% of what number? So that's the unknown over here. And so 15 is like the answer, and it's 30% of some larger number. So this would be like you go to the store and you get $15 off because there's a 30% discount. What was the original price? What did you get? What did you get $15 off of? So in words, it's 15 is 30% of what number? The proportion is making the part and the whole. So we know that the part is 15. I'm gonna write a little bit bigger over here. So it's $15 that you got off, but we don't know is what that whole was. Like, how much did you pay originally? We also know that 15 is 30% of that original number. So like they did right here, we know that 30% as a fraction is 30 over 100. So that's how you get that set up. Again, this is the part on the top and the whole on the bottom. 15 is the discounted amount, and the bottom would be the entire bill, like what it was originally. So what do you do from there? Once you get that proportion set up, it's pretty straightforward. You just make them true equivalent fractions, and you know that 30 divided by 2 is 15, so you do the same thing on the bottom. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Okay, that one was pretty straightforward. Let's look at another one. Oops, let me pin down. Too far. Okay, so 225 is 75% of what number? Again, 225 is the part. We don't know how much it is originally. So 225 is 75% of what number? Let's take all the sixth graders in the school. 75% of them got C's or better on their report card. Okay, so how many kids are there all together? So 225 is the part of the kids that got C's or better out of some number that we don't know yet. That's what we're trying to figure out. Later on in the year, that'll be called a variable, a number that we don't know what it is. 75 is the percent of kids that is equivalent to the 225, and it's a 75%, so that's why it's over 100. So 225, what do you do to get it to be 75? You may not know that right off the top of your head, but you can play with it. How many times can 75 go into 225? After you play with it, you'll realize that it goes in 3 times. So 225 divided by 3 is 75, or since it's an equal sign, you can go backwards and forwards. 75 times 3 is 225, so 100 times 3 is 300 is what the answer is. So they give you nice blanks over here. So you can write that in blanks. Should have seen that originally. So, write 225 and all the stuff I just wrote over here to fill it in. Go ahead and do, that's quite a few problems. Just try the first couple there. Pause the video again, and when you come in tomorrow, these are the ones that should be done. D and E, that's what I'm looking for. So pause the video. All right, we're back. Let's see how you did. Can this go down anymore? Yes, it can. So D is 500, E is 25. If you got those correct and you don't have any questions about it, then you can fast forward to the next section. I am going to show you another way to do this. So if you got D wrong, let's take a look at it. I'll do it over here. I think we have room. So 75 is 15% of what number? So 75 is not the whole. 75 is the part. The whole is unknown. That's 15%, which is 15 over 100. What do you do to 15 to get it to be 75? You multiply it times 5. You do that on the top. You have to do that on the bottom. Times 5. And 100 times 5, that's where they got the 500. So that's that one. 9. But you can rewind and pause it if I went too fast. 9 is 36% of what number? So 9 is the part. We know that's what the percent is. Out of some number we don't know, 36 over 100. So 9 times 4 goes 36. Or since we're working it that way, I should have the arrows going the other way. Since we know this side and need to know this side, you want to work to the left. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. 100 divided by 4 is 25. That's how they got that. All right, go ahead and pause the video and catch up on your notes for that. I am going to show you one more way to do it that is not on here. Come on, go away. Turn that off. I'm going to go ahead and go to the notes that are there, so you can just look at this, or you can pull up the notes as you look at this. So the notes have finding the percent of a number. This is for when you are given the percent and the part, but not the whole. There's two methods. This first one right here, using the percent portion. This is the one that we just went through. So same exact example that they gave in the book. So make sure you understand that. And then here's the other part that's especially convenient when you have a calculator, is to divide. So when you have a problem, like we're going to the same one, 15 is 30% of what number? Rewrite it as an equation. So get rid of everything you can. Is means equals of, oops, I should have put a times there, of means times. So we have 15 equals 30% times some number, which we don't know. Division is the opposite of multiplication. So in order to find, oops, drop the eraser, to find this, oh, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. The next step is to rewrite the percent as a decimal. 30% is 0.3 or 0.30. Okay. So to find out what number times 0.03 equals 15, we have to divide. Divide 15 by 0.3 or 0.30, and you're going to come up with 50. So especially good if you're good with division and decimals, or if you have a calculator handy. That's another way to do it. All right, so go ahead and stop that. Get caught up on your notes, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, good. We made it in under 10 minutes.